Good morning. I thought I'd take a second to go over how I'm doing the drawings that I'm posting. After all, I'm the drawing teacher. So, again, I'm calling this my stay at home series. So, I'm trying to draw a sketch from each of the windows in my home. And now, some of the sketches, well, most of them, you're going to see things repeated um, because I'm looking out onto a neighborhood. So, you'll see buildings repeated with just subtle changes of vantage point. Here is just a little snapshot of the tools I'm using, very low tech. I took a piece of cardboard and I cut a window, I cut a hole basically in that cardboard. Now I had some transparency, some clear transparency, and I just used a marker to draw a crosshairs on that uh, piece of transparency and taped it inside the window. You wouldn't need that. And then I printed out with Word um, some framed little pieces of paper so I could kind of think of where I want that drawing to be on the paper. And I can use that viewfinder to sort of the same way you use your phone to frame up a photograph. Um, so it kind of gives you a reference of flattening that three-dimensional world that you're looking at and what you're going to fit on your page. Now, I also move that window and I play around with that. I'm not thinking of it like a photograph. It's a good way to get started though. And here is for the image I posted today. Today's the 9th. You can see I'm in my attic. There's nothing in my attic. And the two photographs are because when you're drawing indoors looking out, a lot of people make it doesn't look quite right because they make the inside as bright and with as much attention as they do the outside, which is not how we experience that um, view. So when you're inside, the inside is much darker than outside. So here's where I'm focusing on the outside to get the exposure correctly with the image on the left. Um, you can see the outside, you can see the color, you can see differentiation of shape. But you can see how dark the interior is and I'm just using my iPhone, so no fancy cameras here. But when I focused by touching the screen, when I focused on the bricks, the interior, you can see how overexposed the outside is. So when you're drawing or painting, this is a drawing class. So when you're drawing, you're going to make the inside darker. Now in my drawings, I have no value yet. It's all line because I'm just looking for shape. I'm looking to establish a sense of space, sort of a structure for the final work, which will probably be paintings is what I'm thinking right now, but who knows? I'm not sure what I'm going to do with them. I'm just doing them and I'm actually enjoying it. So here's the drawing then. You can see it's two of those pieces of paper. I just cut and piece them together. You can see the push pins on the drawing board. Um, and so that's the view. You can see the angle of my ceiling. And those were where the bricks are going to be. It's not complete yet. But I thought I'd post it before the weekend so you get an idea. I'm working every day. I've set myself, a goal of an hour drawing minimum per day of other things I'm working on, but sometimes it's hard to stop at that hour, and I don't if I don't have to. So hopefully you're scheduling time to draw and scheduling time to post your drawings and comment on others. Have a good weekend, and we'll see you next week.